And then we're going to go into a little bit of external and internal rotation at the hip joint. So the way we're going to do it is via the feet, right? So you're going to bring the weight to the outer edges of your feet. Right? I don't know if you can see my feet. Let me angle this down a drop so you can see possibly feet. So outer edges of the feet. You see that? And you can even like hip hinge forward a little bit to add some weight to that. Okay, external rotation at the hip joint. And then come back up. If you lean forward, internal rotation, thighs come together, and you're pressing to the inside of the feet. Now, if you have a bunion, it may be a little tricky, but we can still get a little bit of pressure and lean forward a little bit and then come back. And you're just going to do that a few times. So external rotation at the hip joint, pressing into the outer edge of the feet, internal rotation. And the lean forward is just to add a little bit of positive stress into the bones, right? You don't have to do the lean. Okay, just a few more times. This may feel very pleasurable for your ankles, for your feet. Notice if there's any sticky spots. The sticky spots are a good place to pay attention to. Maybe that's something that you take with you into your week and you practice those sticky spot movements a little bit more. Okay, one more time. All right. And then come back to center. You can walk your feet more back to hips width distance. You're going to take your left knee and hug it in. Now, if holding around the shin causes you to like collapse back around your spine, you can hug in from the back of your thigh too. And so I want you to pull your thigh in as far as you can. So this again is going into more of that flexibility with the assistance of your hands. How much can these muscles lengthen? And then I want you to activate through your leg by pushing your thigh or your shin back into your hand. So it's an isometric contraction right around the hip joint. Okay, so we're just holding, you're pushing your leg into your hands, whether your hands are in the back of your thigh or around your shin. Okay, and we're trying to sit up tall. See if you can do this and relax your shoulders and jaw for 3, for 2, for 1. And then again, hug your knee in as much as you can. You may notice that there's even a little bit more room to hug in, that you actually became a bit more flexible with that engagement. We're going to do it one more time. Push your leg into your hands. Really, really active isometric contraction. Your arms have to work a bit to resist the movement of the leg. We're trying to be here nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, jaw and face relaxed. For 3, 2, 1, hug it in again. Maybe there's a little bit more room. You're even welcome here just to curl in for a moment if that feels good. Take another breath in and another breath out. And then come back up. I want you to keep your leg lifted without holding it. So notice your leg will probably drop a good amount. That's your mobile range, right? Now you can hold onto the chair even as we take the knee out to the left and then back in. So now we're building that strength around the hip joint. We're exploring our mobility range. Good. We're just going to do this a few more times. And breathe. 3 and 2 and 1. Now you're just going to hold. Just hold, knee out. Maybe even close your eyes here. We just want you to be with the sensation of holding a position. See if you can breathe into it a little bit. See if you can relax the places that don't need to be held for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee back to center. Lower down. I know, it's a lot, right? Shake it out. Shake out the legs. You can even shake out your arms a little bit, little shoulder shimmy, and we go to the other side. So you're gonna lift your right knee up. Going to give it a squeeze. So we first go into seeing how flexible is my leg at the hip joint, right? So you can hug it in and just pause for a moment. That may be a nice stretch for some people. And then you're going to press your knee or shin or thigh, wherever you're holding on to, into your hand. And this is where we can try to find a little more length through the spine. And we're just going to hold, keep pushing, very active press for 3, for 2, for 1, and then hug it in. Maybe there's a little bit more space for the leg to come towards you. We're going to do it one more time. So push into your hand, sit up nice and tall for 3, for 2, for 1, hug it in. And you can even curl in a little bit if that feels good. And then sit up nice and tall. You're gonna let go of your leg, but keep it lifted. Notice how much it drops, right? This is your true range. And then you're gonna take your knee out and in, and out and in. So external rotation at the hip joint, internal rotation. Keep going, out and in. We're probably already feeling a lot of work happening. And in, one more time, out. And in, this time we go out and we just hold. And we just be, right? Because sometimes in life we have to hold a position, right? And it could be challenging, but can we just focus on our breathing? Know that the sensations will come to an end very soon. For 3, for 2, for 1. Bring your knee back to center. Lower down, shake it out. Shake out your arms again. And